like to live in a world of health and wellness, mind, body, and soul. For each one of us to turn to our neighbor and share this wellness and watch it spread throughout the globe. SaveALifeAday.org believes that it's possible. Bodies in motion stay in motion. Regular exercise helps create a healthy body and mind, and it's never too early nor never too late to get started. Our overall health is so dependent on what we put into our bodies. Whole natural foods help provide the fuel for health and longevity and a healthy mind.
I believe that I found the fountain of youth, and I want to share it with the world.
About Gar's story and Sal's Unified Whole Life program, visit SaveALifeAday.org. A healthy mind starts with a healthy body and a commitment to your own well-being.
So I embarked on something. In between the bliss, when I was 18, and now, I was diagnosed with manic depressive, bipolar, type 2 disorder disease. The statistics say that 6 million Americans have that. I was one of those statistics.
I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, depression, anxiety, and my doctor said that I should take some tests, and after further studies, he said I was bipolar.
I first realized that there might be something a little off in my brain when I was comparing myself to other people going through the same thing and having my reactions would be so much heavier. Like, my anxiety is anxiety with a capital A.
I was first diagnosed with bipolar 2 in 2007.
When I turned 15, I finally started going to see a therapist, and on my very first therapy session, I was hospitalized the same day.
I went on pills for the first time, and I tried Prozac, and it just made me feel like a zombie.
I was immediately put on, I think, 10 milligrams of an antidepressant, and then they prescribed me a panic attack, anti-anxiety as well. From that span of time, they put up the dosage from about 10 milligrams to 40.
Xanax, Zoloft, Paxil, a couple other ones that I can't remember. I gained weight, I was tired, I just didn't feel myself. A debilitated soul, if you will. I was on, just kind of automatic mode with life, getting things done just because they had to.
I isolated myself from the entire world. I just had this mentality that I just wasn't worth it, like worth anyone's time, worth my own time.
My mom had been diagnosed with depression years ago. And so when I was talking to her and saying, like, I think I might have the same thing you have, she was like, okay, you're gonna go see my doctor. We're gonna find out. And that's when I was diagnosed.
I was 13 the first time I cut myself. I remember the moment exactly. I was standing at the kitchen sink, washing dishes, and there was a big knife, and something inside of me just told me to pick up the knife and drag it across my skin. And it instantly gave me a relief. And I don't think I really wanted to die. I just wanted help, and I didn't know how to ask for it.
My personal feeling about the medication was that it's a mask. I wanted to say it helped, but I don't see that it helped. I was more concerned with getting her into more therapy and more figuring out other ways of really fixing this problem instead of just putting a Band-Aid over it.
The medication worked for a little bit, I felt.
the scenario or situation or issue that is deeply hidden in me, which is what I was trying to get out by asking for some kind of therapy or psychotherapist, somebody to talk to. When I was 34, when they put me on the medication, I just didn't feel right. I was getting heavier. Taking my insulin would make me gain weight. I couldn't shed it, and I was tired. I just felt like I'd been hit by a bus every day with the medication. And then that's why finally I felt that I can be off of it. I do a lot of volunteering. I also go out of my way with certain things to help some of the less fortunate out.
I write, or I crochet, or I'm watching something on Netflix.
It's really important for me to start my day off being grateful, because I know when I wake up, I have a battle.
I'm up before 8, I have a great breakfast, and at times I even exercise.
Music is a really good one for me.
I became more involved and I started doing something that I loved.
Art. Any type of art or creativity helps you to process your own feelings. Writing it in a journal, painting, drawing, coloring, acting, surfing. What? Finding something to take your mind off of your mind.
I do a lot of transcendental meditation. I do a lot of praying. I also keep my mind busy.
Always keep fighting. You know, days are gonna be hard, but as long as you keep fighting, even if your version of fighting isn't like, you know, pushing through and doing something big, it's more like you took a shower today, you made dinner, that's your fighting.
Those negative thoughts that are in your head are so small. This world is so big and so beautiful that there are just so many things that we can do to create a system where people don't have to feel like they are stuck in this little hole by themselves. I just want people to realize, me being as 19 years old, that there are ways to fix this. We just need to create that system.
Life is like the ocean. You're riding a wave, and one day you're down, one day you're up, but as long as you keep holding on with your friends, your family, you'll be okay. Ride the wave.
Mental illness shows no prejudice. It doesn't discriminate against age, gender, or skin color. If you or someone you love struggles with mental illness, know that you're not alone. For more information about Gar's story and Salad's unified whole life program, visit savealifeaday.org. Feeding your soul is a part of a balanced and fulfilled life. Music has tremendous healing powers, even your four-legged friends. The act of giving can infinitely fuel your soul and is contagious.
I've known Gary for about 15 years and very recently known him as Gar.
Gary is one of the most interesting people I've met thus far.
Gary has always been a tremendous success story.
He's always thinking about, talking about helping somebody or change in the world, you know.
He has a real good vibe and a lot of character to himself.
He comes up with great ideas, and that's what you need to be successful.
I have to say that anytime anything happened with anybody's family or personal, Gary was the first one to say, how can I help?
Gary definitely is more than a mentor. He's a friend, he's part of my family, and he is a huge part of me changing my life.
And so he is an amazing human being that recognizes inner beauty.
He's trying to help humanity, the homeless, you know, and just basically teach people to have a positive vibe, which he has. He's been through a lot.
The goal for Gary, at least his intent, is to have a charity for people that have similar or other mental disorders such as he had.
Now I've become the kind of person who also wants to help other people like me who are troubled and lost or confused.
He's been on the top and the bottom, so he knows in between.
And he's one of the people that as an artist, I feel really appreciated by him whenever I see him.
Nobody I know cares about people as much as Gar does. Every thought is consumed by the idea of how he can help somebody. And I think that's so unique and original in a day like today.
I want him to know, and the world to know, he and other people who are kind with no intentions of getting anything back are what the world is about.
So what my plan is savealifeaday.org. My plan is to spread this mission, this way of life out to the planet. And maybe we'll get lucky and we'll have a spiritual transformation of planet Earth.
SaveAlifeAday.org.